Perfect. All right, gang. Welcome to another Tuesday.
Thank you.
Happy to be here. All right, so for today, we're going to get into a little bit of strength, a little bit of cardio. We'll be alternating back and forth, kind of doing a little bit of a different format today to keep you interested and awake and awesome.
No.
Quick hello.
You did say a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit awake is okay, but yeah, we don't want to overdo it, Jill.
So guys, just a quick reminder that anything on your end, any noise or chatting or phones ringing, we can hear. So please mute yourself if that does happen. You also want a nice clear space around you to exercise. If you have access to an oximeter, which reads your oxygen levels, it is good to have close by. And we will be using a resistance band, that stretchy band, and some sort of a weight today. You have access to those things. And then please save the bulk of the socializing for rest time and for stretch time. And at any point, if you have questions for me about exercise, please feel free to pipe up. All right. Now let's start with just getting into our breathing pattern. I want you all to start with your hands on your belly. We are going to breathe in as we pull those hands apart. And then we're breathing out through pursed lips to bring those hands back in. So it's a breathe in, pull the hands apart, and breathe out through pursed lips, bring those hands back in. Breathe in, pull the hands apart. Breathe out through pursed lips, hands back in. And one more time, breathe in, pull the hands apart. Breathe out, bring those hands back in. Whew. All right, I want you to do your best to maintain that breathing pattern. Now take your hand, elbow is bent, and we're reaching up just as far as you can comfortably go. Remember, you're keeping that elbow tucked in. It's kind of like you're slicking your hair back. Well, think about breathing in as you lift that arm up. And when we go slow and steady, especially in warm up, with our breathing pattern, it really helps open up your shoulders, your upper back, your chest. Okay, and that's just to help you breathe a little bit better. All right, and now we're reaching across our body, just like you're patting yourself on the back. Remember, if it gets tight at kind of the front of your shoulder, then instead of up, you're just reaching more across. There we go. We're still breathing in to lift that arm up, breathing out to bring it back down. Breathe in to lift, breathe out to lower. Excellent job, team. All right, and we already did it a little bit with our breathing pattern, but we've got our palms facing up. And again, we're pulling those hands apart as we breathe in. And again, we're just going to do a couple of these guys. Really focus on that elbow pulling forward and your thumb pulling back. So again, breathe in. You can even hold it. Might feel a bit tight across the chest or in the back of the shoulders, and then bring those hands back in. So your elbows are by your side. Open up your thumbs. This is your, what are you gonna do? And bring it back in. All the little things we use to help you remember what the exercise is. Because when you're at home on days where we don't have exercise class, I encourage you to practice these shoulder movements to help you open up your chest and rib cage and upper back. Shake out those arms. Let's get those feet moving. I want one knee to lift up, and as this knee lifts up, the other presses down, and then down and switch. So I'm lifting one knee, pushing the other foot down into the ground, and I'm looking to have that glute engage. You want that to tighten up. So one leg slowly lifts and the other pushes into the ground, and then down and switch. One foot lifts, one foot pushes, down and switch. One foot lifts, the other pushes, down and switch. Do a couple more here, gang. The more we do, the harder I want you pushing into the ground as best you can. And it is helpful to breathe out as you lift that knee. Once more per leg. Those legs should be getting a bit warmer as well. All right. Shake it out. And now we're stepping. Reach your toes, so stretch your toes out in front of you and then bring your foot back. So lift your foot, reach it, stretch those toes in front of you, bring it back. So up, stretch those toes, bring it back. Up, stretch those toes, bring it back. There we go. All right, now as we get those feet moving, guys, I want the opposite arm to reach up. If that is sore on the shoulder or neck, you are just going to keep that elbow bent. You're alternating sides. Remember your breathing pattern. But we're starting to work to get that heart rate up. Really telling your body that we're going to work hard today. And working hard is within whatever you are capable of today. This is your exercise class. Excellent. All right, team. Now we're going to stretch our leg out to the side and back, side and back, side and back, side and back. Now at this point in class, you might be thinking, geez, we haven't done much coordination yet. Challenge the brains too much yet. Well, now that I've lured you into that false sense of security, here's what's going to happen. Your leg goes to the side, back, your other leg goes forward, back, and then you alternate. So when that forward foot comes back, it immediately goes to the side, back, forward. And as that foot comes back, it immediately goes into the side. Forward, back, side, back. 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 Remember range of motion. So the further you stretch out that leg, the more energy it takes, the more work it is. So make sure you're adjusting your intensity today so that it is challenging yet doable for you. There we go. All right. Now, are you ready?
Hope so.
Might not be. So that same pattern, stays the same with the legs. Now we're gonna add in your arms. And your arms are gonna do the same movement, but it's opposite arm to opposite leg. So as this leg steps out to the side, the arm goes to the side, back, forward, back.
You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, right.
Forward, back, side, back. 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 Forward, side, forward, side. We could even make up a little song here.
I got everyone wrong.
Me
Side.
too.
Slow it down when you need to, guys. Now I'm just having fun. I think we're gonna do this pattern for the next 2 minutes.
You gotta be kidding me.
And rest. There you go. That was wonderful, guys. So
That's hard.
it is hard. You're absolutely right. So we'll make it a touch easier before it gets hard again. Take your hands, make sure your head stays up, and we're going to just lean over. So again, don't let your shoulders slump, because that's hard on your breathing. Try to stay up and just reach just to where you can. And then up. And up. So 2 movements. So slide your hands down. Try to keep that head up. Only go to where you feel comfortable. And up. And feeling comfortable means feeling still able to take a breath. It is helpful to breathe out as you lean forward. That can often help you get a little bit more forward without feeling out of breath or dizzy. Just make sure you're going at your own pace. Here we go, gang. Remember, if you just got some background noise on your end, to please mute yourself. That'd be super appreciated. And you guys have one more. So last one, keep that head up, up, and lift. All right, gang. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get you swimming one hand forward at a time. And again, if it's sore on the neck or shoulders, just shorten the lever. You can swim with just those elbows. Now, as we do this, get your feet ready. We're going to step out, out, in, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. So you might feel a little bit wobbly and off balance.
Yeah.
I need you all to focus on 4. And that's going to help bring you some success in this movement. It's the type-
I do this move when I'm drowning.
Well, yeah, I just it's tough on your core, and it's kind of one of those exercises where you hope the neighbors aren't looking through your window. There we go. And rest there. So now your arms are going 1, back, 2, back, up. So it's lift from just the elbow, bend, 1, 2, and then raise your arms to the side. 1, 2, raise your arms to the side. 1, 2, raise your arms to the side, and you knew it couldn't be just the arms moving.
Of course.
Of course. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a circle with one leg, circle with one leg, and then a circle with the other. Circle,
Get out of here.
circle, lift. Circle, circle, lift. Circle, circle, lift. Circle, circle.
Oh, man.
Circle, circle, lift. 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 Circle, circle, lift, and rest.
You must have spent all weekend thinking these up.
It's a present for you. It's my love from me to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're
I'll
welcome.
let you know, I got one right.
Good. There we
More
go.
than me.
All right, guys, grab your band. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to step on the band. Now, and this one is only for if your shoulders and neck feel good today. We're gonna keep the rep number low. Oops, my band's a little bit long, so most of yours are normal size. Okay, so if your shoulders and neck feel good, the movement, remember it can be just one at a time, is lifting up. Now I only want you to get up to kind of that 90 degrees. Don't try to lift up overhead. So just keep it to here and down. And again, you can lift just one at a time. Now, if that neck or shoulder is sore, you have 2 options. One, bend your elbow so you're lifting up to the side with a bent elbow, or just go into your row where you are pulling that band, but often you want those feet out in front of you as you do that. Okay? Now, ready, team? And remember this exercise. This is the start of a sequence. So either one at a time or both together. We're going up, grip, and down, 2, 3. Up, down, 2, 3. If you're doing just one arm at a time, make sure you're alternating. And it's helpful to breathe out as you lift up and down. Keep that chest up. Make sure you got kind of that good posture. If we're slouching, it's going to put more strain on your shoulders. Up and down, 2, 3. Up and down, 2, 3. Up and down, 2, 3. 2 more. Up, down, 2, 3. And last one, up, down, 2, 3. Awesome, guys. You can
I'm using a dumbbell because my my elastic band is so short.
Yep, so
Is it okay?
if your band is short, you've got two options. You can either use whatever you're using for a weight, soup can, dumbbell, and you can do the exact same movement and you can just switch on,
I'm using two.
or use two. Or guys, if you've got a short band and you don't have any sort of a weight at home, then you can just move the band over so it's just under 1 foot and it's just working the one side. And in that case, I would just encourage you to do 5 and then switch feet. Has everyone got that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So from here, we've worked the arms, slow strength. We're now going to work the legs. A little bit of cardio. So we're going to march. And you're going to march with either your hands on your hips, or to make it more challenging, your hands just lightly behind your head. And we're marching. You can do this seated or standing, but the goal is to get those knees up, up, up. And remember, we talked last day about if your hips get sore seated, make sure you're either having a couple of books or a box, maybe a pillow under your feet, or sitting on a thick pillow that'll raise you up a little bit.
The hands behind the head, is that to get the shoulder blades going together?
Yep, so it's opening up your chest.
Yeah.
And actually what it really does is it forces your core to have to work harder. You might notice it has to work hard so that you're not rocking side to side, versus your arms move when you walk and run, because it helps counterbalance the rotation at your trunk. Now, when we take those hands and put them up behind our head, they can't help our body stay stable. So now our core has to work harder. Now, on that note, rest.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
All right. We're going to do that twice. So don't worry, the next sequence is going to be longer. Starting you off with just 2 exercises to remember. All right, so you got that band, and either one at a time or both, we are pulling up and down, 2, 3. Pull up, down, 2, 3. Pull up, down, 2, 3. Make sure you keep that chest up, 1, 2, 3, up, down, 2. Or shoulder, you're either pulling in a row, or you can keep those elbows bent as you lift to the side. Make sure, guys, you don't leave class feeling hurt or like you shouldn't have done something. I can help you. Lift it up. Down, 2, 3. Lift it up. Down, 2, 3. Up. Down, 2, 3. And rest. Remember, guys, if you've got noise on your end, to please put yourself on mute. That'd be super appreciated. All right. Once again, hands on your hips or behind your head. We are marching. Excellent job, gang. Make sure you're keeping up your breathing pattern. Sit up nice and tall. Get those knees up. So your hands aren't pushing your head down. And rest. All right, we've done exercise 1, exercise 2. So now it's our second round through. We're adding a third exercise.
What?
What?
Oh.
What? Oh my goodness. So now grab your band again, guys. And that band is around your back. And if you've got a long band like me, make sure it's wrapped around. All right, so now your arms are low.
Oh.
Yeah, I call this the hug exercise, so get ready. You're gonna pull your hands forward together and then slowly bring them back. And it's okay if the band slides a little bit, but if you find your hands go from low and you try to lift them up high, that band is gonna roll up your back with you. So try to keep it, your hands start by your hips, and then they come up and stay kind of just below chest level. So pull them forward, and it's a back, 2, 3. Pull them forward, and back, 2, 3. Pull them forward, back, 2, 3. Pull them forward, back, 2, 3. And pull them forward, back, 2, 3. Last one, pull them forward and back, 2, 3, and rest. Okay, guys. What was the first exercise in our sequence?
Our feet were on the band.
That's right. So the band,
On the floor.
that's right. So your feet go on top of the band. Now make sure that your shoulders aren't getting sore and tired, guys. I've given you the options how to reduce the strain on the shoulders. So now we're lifting and down, 2, 3. Lift, down, 2, 3. Lift, down, 2, 3. Lift, down. Lift, down, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Lift, down, 2, 3. 3 more. Lift, down, 2, 3. Lift, down, 2, 3. And last one, up, down, 2, 3. Make sure you kind of roll those shoulders out. What was exercise number 2?
Marching
Marching.
and hands behind.
That's it. Or behind the head and knees up. Make sure you maintain your breathing. Remember, guys, any noise on your end, please mute.
Someone's on the phone.
The rest of us can hear it. Maintain your breathing.
Was it was. I just
There we go, gang. Last couple of seconds here. If those arms get sore, holding up, put them on your hips. And almost there. Rest. There we go, team. Now, we added another exercise.
In the back.
Roger.
Round the back and
Excellent. Step bands around the back. And we are going to pull our hands forward. And pull. And then they come back, 2, 3. Try to keep those arms straight and pull. Back, 2, 3. Pull. Back, 2, 3. There we go, everybody. Maintain that breathing pattern. Pull. Back, 2, 3. Pull. Back, 2, 3. Good work. And last one. And relax. All right. You might have noticed a trend, and if not, here's a nice surprise. We're adding another exercise.
watch.
And this time we are going to do our sit to stands.
No.
So once again, you're aiming to do anywhere between 2 sit to stands and 10.
And you call that a nice surprise?
Yes, I do. That's like when I go see my 93-year-old for her exercises at home, and I put a weight in front of her and I go, I brought a present. And she goes, if you keep bringing me those types of presents, they might end up on your foot.
Good for her.
I said, keep bringing me safety, it's good. All right, gang, remember, you're either pressing your feet in the ground, clench all those muscles and then relax, or we are standing up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, 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 down, 2, 3. Remember, you are doing what you can, whatever is challenging yet doable for you today. And Barry is our official counter.
Sounds counterproductive.
10.
I'm counting on you, Barry.
Yeah, come on, Barry, wake up.
Time's up.
And
Oh, come on, that's
that should be 10.
I'm
Yes.
still counting.
Stop.
All right, guys. What was the first exercise?
We were stepping on.
Oh. Oh. The band.
And on the floor.
On the
Or, yeah, yeah.
Now, I suspect at least a couple of you, your shoulders are getting sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, sore shoulders means pull the band towards you and slowly bring it back instead. Okay? If your shoulders feel great, then you can still do our lift up and down. but it's a good idea to shift to just our row. And then back, 2, 3. Pull, back, 2, 3. Pull, back, 2, 3. So it's important that you all have happy shoulders and necks for later.
Yeah.
Now maintain your breathing pattern, guys. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Woo! Awesome job, team. Now, what was exercise number 2?
March.
March.
Marching, yeah.
March.
March, march, march.
Oh, marching. Again, if those arms are getting sore, resting here, get them on your hips, and we're lifting those knees up. Remember to keep up your breathing. You gotta tighten up that core. There we go, team. Good, you've got about 10 seconds left, so maintain that breathing pattern best you can. 3, 2, and rest. All right, what was exercise number 4 or 3? Sorry.
Back this one up.
And around back.
That's right, the band goes around the back. All right. And we're pulling forward and then back, 2, 3. Pull that band forward and back, 2, 3. Pull back, 2, 3. Pull back, 2, 3. It is helpful to breathe out as you pull that band forward. Pull and back, 2, 3. Pull and back, 2, 3. Pull and back, 2, 3. Last one, pull back, 2, 3. Good. And then
Sit to stand.
Everybody's favorite.
sit to stand. So between 2 and 10, whatever is challenging yet doable for you, let's go. Remember, it's that up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. So up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. And if you're not standing all the way up, it's tighten up those legs and then relax. Tighten up those legs and then relax. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. So just do what you can. Remember your recovery breathing. Remember that recovery position. You need to catch your breath. Listen to your body. And relax. Awesome job, team. Woo! That was a lot of fun.
It was.
I thought so. You know, it was fun.
That was just a riot.
Did you think it keep going and going and going? Some of you are nodding. It was never ending.
Never ending joy.
There we go. Okay, now you guys need your weight. All right, so what we're gonna do here is everyone hold the weight in their right hand. And that weight's just gonna be down to the side, just relaxing by you, okay? Now your left foot crosses in front of your right foot. So now those feet, your ankles are kind of crossed, your feet are heel to toe. Now tighten your core. We're gonna slowly lean to the side. And then slowly pull yourself up. Again, if you've got osteoarthritis, your goal is to not get the range necessarily, but just go over little ways, try to hold and then slowly come up. Go within your tolerance. It's allowed to feel tight. It's allowed to feel a little bit tired. It's not allowed to feel painful or sore. So we're leaning to the side. Should almost feel it a little bit in that hip as well. And make sure that chest stays up even as we tilt to the side. We're not slouching, we're not getting flexed forward. Got two more on this side. And switch which hand is holding. Switch which foot is in front. And down the other side. How does that feel for everybody?
Good. Good.
Fantastic.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Members in this group, don't we?
Over to the side and pull it back up. Over to the side. Pull it back up. Over to the side. Pull it back up. Good. Go slow and steady. Keep breathing throughout the movement. Go within your body's tolerance and just be in control of the movement. All right, rest there. One that we have is working on that rotational strength without rotating. Okay, so holding that weight here and slowly moving the weight to the side and then back center. You can do this standing, or if you're going to stay seated and want it more challenging, then we're just going to hold up the knee and move that weight over top of the knee and back. And then down and switch. So remember that weight moves But you are focused on keeping that core tight. Maintain your breathing. There we go, team. Excellent. That weight moves, but nothing else does. You've got to keep that core tight. Good work, gang. And last one. And rest there. Good. Okay, just put the weight down to your side, off to wherever you're gonna put it. Take your hands. We're gonna put your hands just under or just by your lower back so it's supporting. And then I just want you to gently lift yourself, kind of stretch your head up to the ceiling, like there's a string at the top of your head, and then gently arch back. Your hands are supporting your back, and then relax. So again, when we breathe in, it's kind of that up and back, and then back down. So even if I turn to the side, just so you can see the movement a little bit, I've supported my back, and we're stretching up and back slightly. And remember from that education session last week, can that movement of back come mostly from that upper back and not your lower back, right? Okay, just two more. Great job, gang. Woo! Give yourself a pat on the back. And geez, at one point you thought your shoulders might never recover. All right, time for a last bit of mobility and then stretching. So let's get into that breathing pattern, okay? The first thing I want to get you to do, actually, take your hand, reach across your body, and then just really gently turn your shoulders. And then slowly come back, and then we'll switch. So the pattern is as you put that hand across, breathe in. And as you start to turn, out. Okay, so breathe in. Slowly turn your shoulders. Breathing out. Reach across. Slowly turn your shoulders and breathe out. Good, reach across. Slowly breathing out as you turn your shoulders. Excellent. All right, roll your shoulders up and back. We're going to go 1, 2, nice and slow. Snap, crackle, pop.
Yes.
Feels good though.
The other way, so up and forwards this time. Try to get that range of motion. All right. Just clasp your hands together. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly make a circle. So try to keep your elbows by your side and just get those wrists moving. So we're not stirring the pot. We're just trying to circle our hands. Or sorry, hands, I mean wrists. Good, there we go, and change direction. Excellent. Good, all right, now we're gonna stretch out one foot or leg. And you're gonna just hinge forward, trying to touch your toes. And actually, while you're here, guys, little test for you. Just touch kind of thumb and pointer finger together. And then thumb and middle finger. And don't just touch, push, as long as that's not painful. And then up, and then push, and then up, and then your ring finger, up, and then pinky finger. And then do it reverse, pinky. Make sure you open up each time, ring finger, middle, and pointer. Switch legs. And now it's your other hand. So trying to thumb and forefinger, thumb and middle finger, thumb and ring finger. Open up in between, thumb and pinky. And then reverse, thumb and pinky, thumb and ring, thumb and middle, and then thumb and pointer. There we go. All right, slowly come up. So you got your two options here. You're either going to cross your foot over and then just gently hinge forward. If you kind of straighten this leg and prop this one up and gently hold your knee in, that's a bit of a deeper stretch on this hip. And then if you want to challenge the ability, pull this leg up onto the other, support this knee as you lean forward slightly. So you got those three options. Now, guys, I heard Maureen talking to you at the start of class. So you've all kind of got that heads up that over the summer, I think it's July and August, you won't have as consistent of a structured exercise schedule. And next week is the last Wednesday class, or not next week, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So what we'll talk about tomorrow, and actually I'll try to send it out to Maureen today because I've got a little resource I want you to use to help you with this, switch legs. We are going to talk about how to create an exercise or activity plan that you will actually do and how to stay accountable for that.
Great.
Okay, so it's kind of the me helping you as best I can do it on your own for when you have less support.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about kind of how to adjust things for what might happen over the summer. So maybe you go away and don't have any equipment with you. Maybe you have lots of appointments or people visiting, or because it's nice out and people are gathering outside or traveling more. What to do if you're really fatigued and are busy? What can you adjust?
Yeah.
I hate to say it because my fingers are crossed, but what if we have some smoke this year?
And what?
How do you adjust for that? So we're just going to talk about creating an activity plan tomorrow and how to follow through on it and adapt it, okay? Just drop one leg back behind you. If that feels uncomfortable, you can either Sliders in your seat or stand, whatever feels best.
You have to do something.
Stay inside, smoking.
Jill, the class tomorrow, it will be recorded?
Yes,
Okay, great, perfect.
yeah, no worries. If you can't make it tomorrow, I'd highly encourage you to watch the recording, but if you can make it tomorrow, guys, super, super important stuff, and bring your questions. We had a super fantastic session last Wednesday. That was really
Oh, yeah, it was great.
great. You guys came with a
Yeah.
lot of questions, and that was awesome. Yeah, super, super good. Okay, let's slowly relax there. And either drop your other leg behind you or turn to face the other way. How did everyone do today?
Good,
Yeah,
Good.
great.
Oh,
Good.
Tired.
except I didn't have my stretchy band.
okay, that's okay. Did you adapt?
I didn't have anything other than Kraft's peanut butter.
Nice.
Well, you got your protein.
Yeah,
I'm in Kelowna with you, Jill.
are you? That's exciting.
2 months.
Oh, brilliant.
Nice.
You have family here?
Pardon me?
Do you have family here?
Yeah, my daughter
Yeah.
and lots of grandchildren.
Oh, that's awesome. That's super, super wonderful.
So Jill, something happened this weekend that
Relax.
I was really surprised about. And
Okay.
I wanted, and this often happens, but anyway, I'm a dancer, I love to go dancing. And I had an opportunity on Saturday to dance in the afternoon outside live, and also for 2 hours on an indoor venue. And I know it was unbelievable. So what I find that often happens is it's like almost when I'm in this zone of dancing, I don't have any breathing problems. Don't have no difficulty with my breathing. Like occasionally it happens. And I'm just wondering what that's all about. How come that happens? You know, that I wasn't sort of panting off the dance floor, you know?
Mm.
I don't know.
There's a couple things might be happening there, Miss Eileen. One, it sounds like dancing something you really love, and dancing already is very rhythmic. It's very connecting. So what I would suspect is happening, at least for the most part, is you kind of get into, when we talk about getting into the zone, that's almost it's a meditative experience, right? So you're fully connected to the movement you're doing. Your central nervous system is engaged, but also relaxed. And it's almost kind of that freeing experience.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I suspect you've been a dancer for years.
Yeah.
I would almost suspect too, in a lot of the movements, you're engaging your pelvic floor and core more than you might just in your day-to-day. And when that happens, that actually allows your diaphragm to relax and be a prime core stabilizer. And then your diaphragm is a bit more opened up for breathing.
So interesting, because when the right music, doesn't matter how tired I am, when the right music comes, like there's just like I'm up and I'm not tired anymore.
Yeah.
Sounds like John Travolta and Dirty Dancing.
She's not John Travolta.
Two different parts. Thank you for that, Jill.
That's a wonderful experience, Eileen, and I'm really, really pleased for you that you get to experience that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
That's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So, and that kind of goes for everybody, just for your physical and mental health, is finding something that is that freeing experience for you. finding that kind of one thing or even a couple things, because sometimes you might need 2 or 3 depending on the day to switch back and forth, but find that something that just feels so connecting to you that everything else just goes away.
Hopefully not pot.
No.
Why not?
There's,
No, find something external that connects you. Some people find, and that's where a lot of people turn to yoga or meditation, and for lots of other people, that kind of stuff doesn't work. So they go for walks, or they bird watch, or they crochet. You got to find that one thing that it just allows everything else, all the stress, all the worries, to just go, and you're just focused and in the moment, in the zone.
Yeah, I find,
So good for you.
yeah, painting does that for me.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Often it's a more creative outlet, or just appreciating some sort of beauty. I like getting outside. I like feeling like summer's my favorite. You get your bare feet on the fresh grass and you just feel so connected. You just breathe in that fresh air, and yeah, but everyone's got to find their something.
All right.
Good advice.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you,
see
Jill.
you in a few
Thank you very
minutes.
much.